Now, before we talk about the Black Cabinet, let's do some not so fun facts about Franklin Delano Roosevelt and the New Deal. Okay? Yeah. Let's start with the fact that Roosevelt's administration did not plan to end segregation or extend civil rights to Black Americans. Okay? He declined to support legislation making lynching a federal offense, as well as legislation banning the use of the poll tax in the South. Remember, that was used to disenfranchise Black people, right? And he did all of this, or did not do any of this, because he wanted to maintain the support of the white Southern Democrats. Okay? They were a very powerful voting bloc at the time. Okay? Okay. Now, some not so fun facts about the New Deal that he passed. Okay? Now, yes, some New Deal programs benefited Black people, okay? But there were also New Deal programs that discriminated against Black people. In fact, it was written into the program itself to discriminate against Black people. I'm looking at you, Housing Act and FHA. Yeah, okay. The existing New Deal programs targeting discrimination were rarely enforced in the South. Yeah. So they're like, I know we're not supposed to discriminate against you, but it's fine. It's fine. And most New Deal programs focused on men, and it just assumed that women would benefit from them. Okay? And the fact that nearly all of the major New Deal labor-related programs and reforms excluded agriculture and domestic labor greatly affected women. In fact, no other group was more impacted by this stipulation than, can you guess? Did you say Black women? Because you'd be correct. Now, considering that Roosevelt was wooing the white Southern Democrats like he was a white suffragette, would it surprise you that he had a council of Black advisors? Well, he did, yes. Like we mentioned before, they were called the Black Cabinet, an informal collection of Black people that advised him during the Great Depression and on his New Deal acts. Okay? He appointed a large number of Black people to second level positions, and by the mid 1930s, there were about 45 Black people working in the New Deal agencies. Officially, this group called themselves the Federal Council on Negro Affairs, but it was popularly known as FDR's Black Cabinet. The group worked officially and unofficially in their agencies to provide insight into the needs of Black people. The Black Brain Trust worked to ensure that Black people received at least 10% of the welfare funds through programs like the Works Projects Administration, or WPA, and the National Youth Administration, NYA, and were able to set up separate all-Black units with the same pay and conditions. The WPA, they created agencies, which also created agencies that Black people could work for, most notably the Federal Writers Project, which paid its workers $20 a week. The Slave Narrative Collection of the Federal Writers Project, this stands as one of the most enduring and noteworthy achievements of the WPA. The leaders associated with the Black Cabinet are often credited with laying the foundation of the civil rights movement. And yet, How many of us knew they even existed?